Hi guys, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect Plant-Based Extreme Weight Loss, and today is a Wednesday, and that makes it Weigh-In Wednesday, and that is the day when I come on here and I make a video and I tell you how my week went and what's going on, and I try to give you some tips that might help you out or a little bit of inspiration. And this week is no different. So last week I had a good week. I was down to 165 pounds, and that, of course, if you know me, that means I'm down from my highest weight, which was 3 years ago or so, maybe a little bit longer, and it was 436 pounds. And here I am at 165 last week and 161 this week. So 4 pounds came off this week. So yay! Happy to keep moving in the right direction. And I told you guys on Saturday my son graduated, so it was a really great week. And when my son graduated, of course, we went out to dinner as a family, and the rest of the family doesn't eat like me, and so they are vegetarian, but or some of them are vegan, but all kinds of people ate all kinds of different ways. So I went to Olive Garden with the family, and I got the salad without the dressing and the croutons, and I used balsamic dressing, and I got 2 sides of steamed broccoli, and it wasn't enough food at all, but I wasn't really there for the food. I was there to celebrate my son. So I really encourage you, when you celebrate with family, just make it work. They're not going to have the perfect food for your particular plan, no matter what that is. Probably, maybe they will. But if they don't, just make it work, and remember what you're there for. You are there to celebrate with your family. Focus on the people and the relationships and not so much on the food. So often we celebrate with food, and that's just normal, that's natural, that's human. Skinny people do that too. There's nothing wrong with that, but if we can take the focus away from the food and just focus on the people that we love, we can still enjoy the holidays. We can still look forward to them. We can still have a great time. We had a fun time celebrating. Okay, so a funny thing is going on, at least to me. I have a friend. Her name is Janine. She has an awesome channel called Banana Wisdom, and she is on a quest to change her palate, mainly from someone who doesn't like vegetables to someone who does. And so by doing that, how she's doing that is she actually went on a potato cleanse where she only ate potatoes for a really long time. I think maybe like 60 days or something, straight potatoes, or just potatoes and occasional vegetable. And she knows how to make potatoes 9 ways from Sunday. If you need a potato recipe, Janine is your girl. And I think she actually coaches people who are doing potato cleanses. Okay? And so now, during that potato cleanse, she found that she could tolerate vegetables a lot more. So it did work. It did help reset her palate. And she wanted to see how far she could take it. And now she is, she did a challenge called Up Yours, like up your vegetable content, which I think is cute. And it was subtitled as Eat Like Heather Week. So she's going to try to eat like me for a week. So I encourage you, if you want to try eating a lot more vegetables this week, join Janine's challenge. I think it's a really great idea. It's super cute, and I'll tell you how I eat, and you can decide whether you want to try it. So I told Janine that I eat salad for breakfast because I sequence my food in the order of the food with the least calories to the food with the most calories, and nothing has fewer calories than leafy greens. So I eat a whole pound of leafy greens, and I feel like that is an immunization against cravings for things that are not what I choose to eat anymore, which is I don't eat processed food, or I don't eat animal products or oil or sugar or flour. So, in order to keep my willpower strong, I rely on veggies to cut the cravings for those things, and it works very effectively. So I told her I often will have spring mix, or a 50-50 mix, which is like half spinach, half spring mix. I also love kale. I also love, oh, the, pretty much any salad green, romaine, any of those. So I try to vary them. And I use salsa for my dressing, which you guys know. I used to use hummus, and I still think hummus is a really good dressing if you, especially if you crave like a ranch or a creamy or a thick kind of a dressing, if that's what you're used to, then I think hummus would be a good alternative for you. Um, and I just make it myself. I have a recipe that I'll link below to oil-free hummus. I think in that one I put tahini, and I don't put tahini anymore. Although I do say that if you are going to include any any plant fat in your diet, that is a good place to do it, is on your salad. Okay, so I eat salad for breakfast, and basically I take that big pound container of salad greens and I break it up into 3 containers. So I have a little bit for breakfast, and a little bit before lunch, and a little bit with dinner. And by a little bit, I mean like 5 ounces. So that's really not that, 5 or 6 ounces. So it's not that small, because greens don't weigh that much. Um, in fact, Janine told me, "Am I really going to eat this big of a salad for all 3 meals?" Because it took me 40 minutes. She said in a text to me. So I'm like, sorry. Okay, and then after I'm done eating my salad for breakfast, I will have steamed vegetables. Like today was roasted, uh, they were actually roasted rather than steamed Brussels sprouts. And I had at least a pound, or maybe like more like a couple pounds of those Brussels sprouts. Then at lunch, I had the next third of my salad, and I will have as much salad and vegetables all day as I like. And then for dinner is when I eat my starch. And I usually eat like chili, or I'll eat a half a sweet potato with black beans on it and salsa. Or I'll have, like today I made that traveler's chili. Again, I'll link the recipe. But it's just basically chili with oats and salsa, and it's a really fast mushroom chili that's really easy to make, and lots of spices, which Dr. Greger says are good for you. They're very antioxidant. So, yeah, for dinner, I'll have the rest of my salad, and then I'll have some kind of starch. And then if I want to, I'll have either fruit on my salad, like I'll throw strawberries in there with the spinach salad, or I'll cut up an apple. Today I cut up an apple and had that on my salad. And other things on my salad would be like, I have cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, grated up carrots, grated up beets. I love hearts of palm. I love artichoke hearts. Those are all great on the salad. And that's what I've been eating. And that is why I take off, a bigger amount of weight, because my amount of vegetables, especially leafy greens and other vegetables like steamed broccoli, steamed carrots, steamed cauliflower, asparagus, all of that stuff, beets. I eat a lot of those things, and the more veggies you eat in comparison with the amount of starch and fat, then the faster that the weight loss goes. And that's not necessarily right for everybody. And I am not saying that everybody should do this. But I think it might be something that you want to try on. And I definitely know that it helps me to eat a lot of vegetables. It makes me feel full and satisfied and cuts my cravings. And vegetables are super nutritious for you and very low calorie. So they're kind of the perfect food, I think, for someone who is trying to take off weight. I do think that you have to have enough starch that you feel satiated, but I do think that also varies with the person. So I'm happy with the amount I'm having, and I'm happy with how fast the weight loss is progressing and everything like that. So Janine's going to try it this week, and she can give you her honest appraisal of how hard it is for her, and whether or not it's going to be something that she wants to stick with. So I think that that's super fun, and I definitely think you should check out Banana Wisdom because she's awesome. She does yoga, she works out, she walks her dogs just like I do. And she's just a great person. She actually came and stayed with me when we had the Veg Fest here in Portland, so I got to know her better, and that was really neat. So now that I weigh 161 pounds, I'm not used to saying that yet, but it means that I have taken off an even, you ready? 275 pounds I have taken off. 275 pounds I've taken off without any kind of weight loss surgery, pills, potions, programs. All I did is have a healthy diet, exercise, and I did use some of the secrets from Chef AJ's Ultimate Weight Loss Program, one of which is eat a lot of vegetables. So that's what's going on with me. It means I have 25 pounds to go till I hit goal. And I'm really excited and wish that that would just hurry up and happen already. But yesterday I was at Old Navy and they had some cute cardigan sweaters, and I really like cardigan sweaters. I'm wearing a cardigan sweater right now, and I always am cold. And so anyway, they had cute cardigan sweaters, and I tried on a large, and it still seemed kind of big, and I tried on a medium, and it fit me perfectly. I have never owned a medium, you guys. Even when I was a little kid, I've always worn like a large or an extra large. I've never gotten to wear something that had a medium tag in it. And so I did what one does, which is cry in the dressing room. I broke into tears because I've never had that experience where I put on a medium and it fit. Now I have to tell you, I'm two different sizes, so I'm a lot smaller on the top than I am on the bottom. I carry my weight in the bottom half, and so that's definitely where the rest of the weight has to come off. But I was able to wear the medium in the cardigan, and it was a really cool and surreal experience. This whole thing is just like, I feel like a kid in a candy store, except for I don't eat candy anymore. So there you go. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope that you will eat some veggies if you aren't used to eating veggies. Try having veggies for breakfast. It really does work to cut cravings. And let me know how you do with it, and tell me in the comments. Have a wonderful week, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.